Hello, I am Nimja, and this is Ball of Yarn. This file will help you to feel much simpler and more pet-like, enjoying playing with a ball of yarn in a rather special way. Kittens and other cat-like creatures are really good at relaxing, and they can do so even while playing with something simple, like a ball of yarn. So maybe you'd enjoy changing your mindset for a little while, allowing it to become more feline, enjoying the easy way in which they can stretch and just laze about anywhere, or explore the world with that curiosity that they have. And of course, who can forget the image of a cat with a ball of yarn just gently playing with it between their paws? Maybe not so gentle at times, but that's okay. There's just something really satisfying about a ball of yarn that's all rolled up perfectly. And a little bit like your thoughts, a ball of yarn may look relatively simple from the outside, but it contains such a deep structure within. All these shapes and winding cords curling around each other, curving into a shape that is eventually simply a ball. And from this ball there's usually one string leaning out just a little, so that if you were to use the yarn, you'd know where the end is. Now, cats, on the other hand, have no such complexity. Rather than knitting, they focus on playing. Can you explore that feeling inside yourself? That slightly devious, playful, curious sensation that slowly sneaks through your mind? Are the simple words that weave around you enough to remind you how good it can feel to let go of the world for a little while, allowing yourself to drop in a way that simply makes another possibility rise up? As your conscious mind is slowly becoming aware of the effects that my voice has on you, in there your unconscious mind can develop lovely new ideas, structures to play with. Who knows? Perhaps you'll just end up like a kitten. A smile on your lips and a curiosity towards the world, and no ball of yarn is any match for your paws. Just imagine yourself playing with a ball of yarn, swatting it back and forth, and sometimes making it roll over the ground. And who knows, it might even begin to unravel. For a cat, if the ball of yarn begins to unravel, it's one of the best things, because they can play with it until there's nothing left, and the smaller the ball of yarn becomes, the more you are a kitten. The smaller the ball, the emptier your mind of other thoughts, until it disappears into no more than a string laying along the floor. But before we are there, there's all this fun to be had while you move your paws back and forth, sometimes swatting it a little bit away so you can stalk it, sneaking closer and then pouncing on that poor ball of yarn. And the more you play with it, the more it unwinds and unravels, your mind feeling all those thoughts slipping away like the strands of a ball of yarn going into the distance and fading. Sometimes you can see the threads of what once was, but the more you look at the ball of yarn reducing itself into nothingness, the more your mind is matching the nothingness. You can feel how it gets lighter and lighter, smaller and smaller, your thoughts fading away with every strand unraveling. As you hear my voice helping you to feel that sensation spreading. It just sounds right, as you can see it diminishing into nothingness. A subtle realization that may be spreading through your body of how you are more agile, more cat-like, playful, like a kitten, just wonderfully, almost innocent in your sneakiness. It's getting smaller and smaller, and I wonder if you can even still see it, or are your paws just swatting at nothingness? Your mind blissfully blank in a curious cat-like state that grows and grows inside you, while the rest of yourself diminishes into nothingness. The cat inside of you can create wonderful feelings. And I wonder where you'll take your next nap, or what you will play with. I'm sure that you can think of something. I wonder how much is left, or if the ball of yarn is no more than a dream, an idea that allows your mind to fade into nothingness. A sweet sensation of blissful blankness, and feeling like a cat can stay as long as you enjoy it. Although I'm sure that if you sleep, then once you wake, it'll all fade away. And if my voice follows, you can remain nice and deep, like a good kitty. Unless, of course, my voice will simply end and you can awaken as a curious cat. And maybe you can find another ball of yarn to play with, making your mind even emptier than before. Enjoy. Good kitty.